Hey everyone, long time no see. I'm finally back and I've discovered that I really suck at trying to keep my vlogs on a certain time schedule. So today marks 35 days till check-in on May 27th, and so since it's directly between 40 days and 30 days, I'm going to do my number 4 and number 3 Disney favorites all together in this one video to make one giant update. So, to get started, we'll go with characters. My number 4 favorite character is Woody from Toy Story. I don't really know why I like Woody so much, I just always have ever since the Toy Stories came out. And he's always one of my favorite characters to meet in the parks. And actually, the last time that we went, I had my button that said like future DCP or something like that on it, and the Woody that I met in Hollywood Studios pointed to my button and got really excited, and then pointed to my mom and started making crying faces. He was like, oh, like frown. And so I laughed and thought that, you know, whoever was being friends with Woody that day, that must have been what his mom was like if he was on the DCP. But he's always just, I don't know, he's always just my favorite. I'm not very country at all or anything like that, but I'm very partial to Woody over Buzz too, so go Woody. Number 3 on my characters list is Donald Duck. I love Donald Duck, always have. Don't really know why. I think it's just because he talks really funny, and my mom actually does a really good Donald Duck impression, so I think that's where my love of him came from. But he would definitely be number 3. So number 4 on my movies list is Mulan. Mulan is just an awesome movie. Like, I mean, who doesn't like Mulan? But especially the songs in that really are so catchy, and I know I'm a theater major, and before each of our shows, all the girls in the dressing room sing Make a Man Out of You before each show, just because it's so catchy. Everyone knows those lyrics, everyone's going to sing along to those, and Mulan was just so, I don't know, empowering. Like, that's cheesy to say, but you know, watching her movie when I was younger, I just always wanted to be as, you know, strong and brave as she was. And so my number 3 on my movies list is Brave. And I know that's probably a huge cop-out, but I really love the whole storyline. The animation is gorgeous. If anything, even if the story sucked, the animation is gorgeous. And I honestly really love Princess Merida a lot. And everyone always jokes and says it's just because I'm a ginger and she's a ginger, but I just honestly can relate to her more than any other princess, if I had to pick a princess to relate to. But even just the animation of that is gorgeous, and my heritage is Irish and Scottish, so, you know, that whole backstory to that too just really caught my eye, and the fact that she was a really cute ginger. But anyway, moving on, my number 4 on my list of, what am I on, Disney songs is I Won't Say I'm in Love from Hercules. I just really like the song. I think it's something too that, as, you know, corny as it sounds, that a lot of girls can relate to. You know, the whole feelings that Meg goes through, and I absolutely love the Greek chorus. They're so sassy, and so that's one of my favorite Disney songs. And number 3 would be Part of Your World from Little Mermaid. Again, total cop-out, she's a ginger, but I just remember singing that song when I was little, and I don't really know what world I wanted to be a part of. But I just remember singing it, and always just loved the passion and, you know, the way the music builds. It's just such a nice song. It's such a classic song, especially for people that grew up, you know, that were kids in the 90s. Everyone, you know, everyone knew that song. Everyone wanted to be like Ariel. And so lastly, on my list of favorites is attractions. And my number 4 Disney favorite attraction would be Toy Story Midway Mania in Hollywood Studios. I just got to go on this for the first time during my last visit over spring break of this year, because every other time I tried to go on it, there were no fast passes. The line was, over an hour long, and I really didn't understand why. I was like, this is, this can't be that great of a ride. Finally got fast passes for it, and it is. It's so much fun. We actually were able to get 2 fast passes during our stay there. So one time I rode it sitting with my dad, one time I rode it sitting with my mom, and we just loved it. All of the different little carnival games, how fast the ride jerks around. It's like a surprise every time. And I just had a blast doing it. That's easily, even though I've only ridden it twice in my whole life ever, it's become one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to actually have the time to be able to try to go on it more once I'm down there. And my number 3 favorite attraction is Splash Mountain, which very sadly was closed during my trip to Disney World over spring break this past time. So it was closed for refurbishment, and it opened back up, I guess, like a week and a half after we left. So they were, I guess, testing out the boats, or the logs. So the logs were coming down the mountain. And so every time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's open early! Ah! But it wasn't. But I don't know. I really just like the drop. That's really just my favorite part of it, is the drop, and then being able to take funny pictures on the ride photos. It's also the only roller coaster that my mom has ever been on. She gets really bad motion sickness, and so typically she won't really ride hardly anything except for the People Mover and, like the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, tame things like that. But she rode that the first time we went when I was in 6th grade, not really realizing, I guess, that there was a giant drop at the end. But she rode it and was screaming the entire time, and then it was kind of sad. The rest of the day she was really sick, and she had to go back to her hotel room. But it's kind of a joke with us now, because of the fact that she totally didn't realize that there was a huge drop at the end. So ever since then, she's been one of my favorites. So there we are. We're up to, getting ready to do number 2, which I'll do 20 days out. I promise I'll be more on time with my updates from now on. School's just been really crazy, but it's almost over. We've got a month until graduation. I'm getting emotional. I'm trying not to be sad about it, because, I'm until graduation, and then, a few days later I'll be heading down to Disney. So there's not a lot of time to be sad about it, but I definitely, within the past week, I've started realizing how close it is. And I think it was really easy for me when it was 60 days away to be like, oh yeah, I'm ready to be down there, ready to go to Disney, I'm ready to get out of here. But now that it's actually kind of really counting down the days, I'm starting to get a little sad about the fact that I am graduating college and moving away from everything that I've ever known, in all honesty. But I'm trying not to be sad about it. The excitement is right up there, to match the bad, or not bad, but to match the sadness and kind of uncertainty. But I'm really excited. I'm ready to start packing. I'm already anticipating that, trying to make a list of everything we need, and I've already started talking with my housemates. We do officially have 6 of us now, so shout out to all my housemates if you're watching this. I hope you're watching it. If not, I'm going to feel really lame if my own future housemates don't watch these videos. But I'm so excited. We did a video chat with almost all of us last week, and it was awesome. I already feel so comfortable with them. Shelby, one of my future housemates, already works part-time for Disney, and so she knows the area really well. She knows, a lot of the answers to our questions, so that has helped tremendously, to be able to have somebody that's already kind of in the know on everything that's going on down there, and how, where to find things in Orlando and Buena Vista. So that's been a great help already. Oh, I got really excited just now. Another thing is that Disney sent out an email, or not an email, made a blog post this past week that check-in now is going to be a lot easier because we are picking out our housing online ahead of time. So no more getting in line at midnight, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to stand in a line until they open the gate at whatever it is, like 8 o'clock. We can do everything as far as ranking who we want to live with. I can list all 6 or 5, including myself, all of my housemates on this form. We'll get the form or an email with the form 10 days prior to check-in. So I guess tentatively May 17th, which is the day before my college graduation. All the tears. But we'll get that email, fill that out, rank how many bedrooms we want, how many, or not how many, but which complex we want. I think what we're leaning towards now is ranking Chatham, Patterson, Commons, Vista, I think is what we decided on. Chatham's still our number 1, Patterson is right up there with it. Vista's last on the list. Hope it stays last. Knock on wood. I don't see any wood around, but I will. So it'll be a lot easier. We'll be able to get to check in pretty much whenever we want. I'm still probably going to get there a little bit earlier than the time it says, just to maybe, if there is a line, get in it, because I'm hoping to be done earlier on that day because my parents are flying out. I think they have to be at the airport at 5:30. So just to be able to finish check-in sooner, get to casting sooner, get moving in sooner so that I can spend as much time with my parents as I can before they have to catch their flight back home to Virginia. But yeah, so that's the big updates as far as that. So just moving forward with that. I'm actually hoping to probably over the weekend make my DCP bucket list, to which I'll make a video for that too, before we get down to 20 days. So that'll probably be what's coming next, is my bucket list. So feel free to once again follow my Tumblr. It's thelanguageofginger.tumblr.com. You can add me on Facebook. I'm Jess Austin. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter name is Soup, S-O-U-P, like the soup you eat, Soup Ginge, S-O-U-P-G-I-N-G. And that's it. Subscribe to me. You can also post any comments about anything, any comments you have, any questions you have. I might be able to answer them. Probably not, but I'll try. You can also post your Disney favorites. I keep forgetting to say that every time. I'd love to know what other people's favorite movies, songs, attractions, and characters are. So, until next time, see you later.